We live.
We live.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
What's happening?
Yeah,
Man.
What is going
What's going down, man?
on? You live.
I'm live too.
Man.
Crazy week,
In
man.
the zone, y'all. We back with another show.
Mm-hmm.
We have a special show today. We got a phone interview. How you pronounce her name, Aisha?
Salisha Rigsbee.
Salisha
Rigsbee. Lawyer.
Yeah, attorney, lawyer in the business, handling business. We're gonna get that up going for y'all in a minute. But I'm Daniel.
I'm Tita. Aisha.
I'm Dip to the lean.
Yep.
Yeah. Like always.
We're back with another show, another Saturday.
Happy Saturday, y'all.
But we were talking about it earlier this week,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a year, y'all. It's about to be it's a year. What, the second would have been official, but this is official. This is our year.
Whole year,
Oh man, we've been doing the podcast for a year,
Putting in work, man.
and Crawford's not here yet, but I just want to thank y'all, man, for riding with us, and look at put where Aisha. Where Tita? Got Tita. You know, even though she been a headache, y'all. Y'all don't know this process. This process with Tita been a headache, but we got something for y'all.
For us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shoot. Oh.
Oh, snap.
Hold on.
Was that some money I saw?
I don't know yet. Hold on.
Don't give him the wrong cards.
I don't know yet.
Don't say, I love you, Aisha, and it's for Dip.
And I gotta make sure it's right.
And see, we said we was gonna get something, and y'all didn't say anything.
Didn't say nothing.
No,
Man, because we love y'all, man.
Tita, I even text you
This
this
is
week.
for Crawford.
Oh my goodness.
Aisha, Tita, you don't get one. You've been bad.
Success is not about the car you drive. It's about the place you're going. It's not about how you look. It's about how you see yourself. It's not about who you know. It's about who you are. Yeah, that's dope, man.
We're a family over here. We've been putting in work,
You're not
dedication.
reading it.
I'm not. Oh, y'all gotta read out loud.
Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you for being an awesome host. We love you.
Yeah, awesome host and an incredible friend. We appreciate and love it.
And,
snap,
and we
I
got,
see a cake.
I see
Oh, snap.
Good luck.
What?
Shout out Baby Jesus in the building as well. We got something for the team.
That's dope, man.
1 year, got the one on there.
Wow.
Tita, what it say on there, Tita?
It says all of us. It's Daniel, Tita, Aisha, Dipling, Croft, DTP.
DTP, the new DTP.
DTP.
Oh, that's what it is.
Man, that's dope,
I'm
man.
gonna wait now.
So, Aisha, hold on, let me get y'all. Wait.
I thought more about DTPC, DTP crew.
Aisha and Tita, y'all gotta blow it out.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Live
blow
on
it. Yeah.
camera.
Ready.
Don't burn your hair up, please.
Oh, yeah. We definitely got to make sure
We got the
we got balloons.
we got the balloons.
Dope, man.
Oh, you gotta put it behind there. We ain't did on them.
Nah, we good on the balloons over here.
Yeah, got the balloons going.
Man, it's dope, man.
Yeah. Baby Jesus in the building.
It's much appreciated, man. Cause
No, we appreciate it.
it's hard work.
This is work, man.
Yeah, man.
This is work.
And we all doing our thing.
Yeah.
So we got one color for each.
That's
Tita,
dope, man.
pass me the phone since you're not doing it. Yeah, man. So, we've been putting in work for a year, y'all. This is dedication.
All right.
All
We've
right.
been growing.
Let's blow these candles out.
Happy 1 year, y'all.
1 year. There it is.
Yay.
Probably gonna do something special, a special episode. Bring some people back in
Whoever
here.
wants cake, come and get it. Tita will eat all of it.
You definitely will.
Some ice cream.
I thank y'all, man.
Good.
Nah, we appreciate y'all, man.
The idea of the podcast came, and we all came together, and we made the planted the seeds and made the tree grow, and we're definitely expanding it.
Started little by little.
Yep. But we still in the building.
That's real.
Bring your stuff. I told you to pull it out before the show started. Pull it off and throw it all everywhere.
Oh, that's what that button.
She be messing up, man. She did to
Wait
be.
up, wait up. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
That was the candles are out.
You know what I mean, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't on time.
All the confetti.
One more.
No, you ain't get. Okay.
He's too far.
Make sure you pick all that picked up, girl, before after the show. Now you
Right.
crazy.
It's worth it. Though.
So, but yeah, man, it's been 1
And it's
year.
green, celebrate the cannabis.
Dedication to be some more. You know, we're gonna continue to grow. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
Tita, it's over now, man. look at.
I didn't find the
Look at
poppers.
this. Look at this, girl.
If I would have found the poppers on it, pop.
Yep.
Oh man.
Pop
Well,
off that thing. Let's get it going. Before we get started
celebrating
the show.
like we won the championship.
Yeah. Well, we had won the championship already.
Definitely, man.
We people are respecting this show and definitely the input that we do. The
Definitely.
guests, quality guests that we bring in. Even when we don't have guests, we still informing people what's
Definitely.
going on. So
Yeah.
we're dope.
That's what the media does.
We're dope. All right. We are media.
Yeah.
Definitely. What do you, look at Tita's want to lick the. Tita's over here
No,
about to
it's
lick the
on here.
candle. Look at you.
They got on
We
the
got
cake.
confetti in the cake.
Right. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Cakes want to party too. Shit.
Like I said, we have a special guest. Let's see if we can
Let's give her a call.
give her a call and get the special guest on the line.
Here, give that for Croft when
Oh, you gotta get Cross.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Salisha. This is Aisha giving you a call back. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being on our show today.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hi. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Yo, welcome to the DanYo&Tita podcast.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. So how's your morning going so far?
So far, so good. I got some great sleep, so I'm doing great.
Yeah, I know. It's
Always good when you get a good night's rest.
Definitely.
definitely when it's early in the morning.
Yep.
Thank you for starting your weekend with us.
I am starting my weekend with you all, and I am happy to do so.
Yes, ma'am. So tell us about your educational background.
So I went to, how far are you going to go back? College. Undergrad, I went to an HBCU, Claflin University in Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Wow.
And then I left Claflin University. I took 2 years off, and then I moved to Arizona in 2012, where I started law school at Arizona Summit Law School.
Wow.
And so there's that. And now I am here.
Hey, big. That's big. Get the horns for that.
And you said South Carolina, right?
South Carolina, that's where I'm from. Yes, South
Wow.
Carolina.
Wow. How was it culture shock moving from a place like South Carolina, southeastern United States, coming all the way to the Southwest?
It was a culture shock. I was like, where are the people? It was a huge culture shock.
Definitely.
Weather and all right.
Whether in all honestly, the first time I had avocados was moving to Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was the first time I
So
ever heard
serious.
of an avocado.
See? Okay, so I'm not alone. I'm not
Right.
alone.
And
Definitely.
South Carolina has a lot of beautiful beaches, right? And they have palm trees also. So it wasn't much of a stretch on the sunshine, right?
Well, I thought growing up they were beautiful beaches, and then I started traveling the world, and then coming up, and our water isn't blue, so I don't know.
It's really not.
In South
It's
Carolina?
not brown.
Really?
South Carolina,
It's
North
brownie.
Carolina, Virginia beaches, the beaches are not as blue as you think they are.
Really?
No,
But it's
No.
clean though,
Myrtle
like
Beach
and
is
everything.
brown.
It's they're like murky lake water brown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I did not know
That is
that.
good to know.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah,
So-
not as beautiful as I thought.
Wow. So you're an attorney?
I am an attorney.
Okay, what exactly are your the description of your attorney?
Defense attorney or prosecutor?
So right now I own my own law firm. It's called the Rigsbee Law Firm.
Ooh.
I just launched.
I'm sorry, I gotta put some horns on that right there.
I got a horn.
Wow. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just launched in January of this year, so I'm super stoked about it. But I'm a business attorney, so I help businesses form. I help them with trademarks, copyright, contracts. So anything with the formation of a business.
Okay. So it's more about just informing people the the right way or the correct way to set up their business, all the paperwork that they need to make sure that they have, to make sure everything's legitimate, and make sure that they are lawful with everything they're doing and getting themselves incorporated as a company.
Oh yeah, I need you on a commercial. All of that.
Where is he reading?
I said, "Oh, you are my commercial."
Right.
They've got it.
Yes, and then the biggest thing I focus on is the protection piece of it, so that people, you work hard for what you build, and so you don't want someone else to be able to come in and steal or take what you have.
Definitely.
So the biggest thing that I push is the protection of business. So, like for instance, a podcast. I make sure that your podcast is your podcast, and no one is stealing the content that you create.
Right.
So yeah, that's what we're.
So the copyrights and all that.
Yes,
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to talk to you ourselves. We need to make a.
Yeah,
We're gonna be networking with you on some stuff.
Definitely.
So.
Well, I will definitely appreciate that.
Most definitely, and it's a lot of people who they want to open up record labels. They want to open companies, and they think it's easy to get these companies open. But I believe that talking to someone like you can inform people and let people know of all the intricacies, all the things that they need to do, intricacies that they need to take care of to get things done, to make sure that business is going off on the right foot. How do you market your company to let some of these small companies out here know that you're out here to help them and everything?
So most of my marketing is through social media.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, Google, and then honestly, most of my clients have come from word of mouth.
Okay. Which is the best way?
It is the best.
Definitely.
Yeah, and so I mean, like I said, I just launched in January. So just like any small business starting up, I didn't have a marketing team or anything. I'm just getting to the place where I'm able to incorporate someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Right.
Literally, I just had that meeting 2 days ago. So, so they are gonna, fix me up. But for right now, it's really Facebook, Instagram, and then Google.
Okay.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
What made you want to go to the field of becoming an attorney?
Well, that's a personal. Honestly speaking, so I wanted to go into law. When I was younger, I was adopted, so I was in and out the courts a lot. And I just remember all of the adult handling where I felt like was my life, but no one ever talked to the kid hey, this is what's going on. This is why you're here. This is, it's just a whole bunch of adults having meetings, and then you just get moved from somewhere and then something happens. And so I always said, I want to go to law because I want to be an attorney that, lets the children know what's going on. So I said I wanted to do family law. But see, what happened was I went to law school and I did an internship at a family law firm, and I said, "Oh, this is dramatic. This is just drama." Yeah. So I got away from it, but I started law just wanting to help, wanting to coach people and guide people through processes where it's not someone just coming in your life and just uprooting what's going on without you knowing what is taking place.
Right.
Yeah.
See?
So that's where it came from.
Oh, see, you I gotta get another horn. I'm sorry.
That is amazing, though.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a cliche wanting to change lives. I feel like everyone says that, but literally, it's true though. I wanted to go into law to change lives. So when I left law school, I did disability law, and I did that for a year and a half, and I really felt that I was doing good work. So I was helping clients fight the government to get benefits that they deserved. So it was usually people that had been in car accidents, people that, have gotten hurt on their job and couldn't go back to work, or elderly people who couldn't work due to conditions. And so I literally was going up against the government, getting these people the benefits they deserve. So I was like, yes, it's not family law, but I'm fighting for people's rights. So,
right.
And I was like, everything that I did, I wanted to make sure that I was fighting on the good side, or what I felt was the good side of law. And so then I left disability law, and then I went to become the assistant attorney general for the state of Arizona.
Ooh, okay.
And that it came with a lot of responsibilities, a lot of power, that kind of stuff. And so, I mean, I felt like I was still doing good work that I felt, but at some point, I feel like I was like, okay, I don't feel like I'm helping the way I thought that I would. So that's how I birthed my firm.
So that's nice right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, why didn't you wanted to focus on the more of helping people in lost problems, and in and out of jail? Was that a situation that you feel as though there was more stress than you wanted to deal with, or that was just an avenue that you just didn't want to go down?
Well, not really, because I do a lot of pro bono work with it. So I do that stuff for free. So I do a lot of justice projects. I work with the men incarcerated. So I do a lot of that work.
Okay.
It's not the focal point, because for me, how I make money has to have a little bit more of a meaning to it. To me, that's a little bit more emotional.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more passion there.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I want to do that work, but I don't want to get paid from that work, if that makes sense. So I work with a lot of projects, and I do that with my free time, because I feel like those people are already in a situation where 9 times out of 10, they may have not done anything, just woke up that day, so they may not be in a position to pay, and so I just work with different projects around the Valley, and even from South Carolina, and just do that stuff for free. So not what I wanted to create a business off of, just what I want to give my time for.
Right, that definitely can be stressful trying to make it. But I wanted to ask you a personal question. How do you feel about the law as a whole? Do you feel that the justice system needs to be remade or recreated, or do you think the system itself is a good system, and that it just needs to be tweaked and improved upon what's already been built? Now, a lot of people, they're just anti, especially right now, the things going on. A lot of people are just anti-justice system, and they don't think this system will ever work for black people, or minorities ever.
Yeah. Now, knowing the laws, honestly speaking, a lot of laws are just outdated. And we just have to be real with the situation that when these laws were created, we weren't even considered people real property.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously these laws honestly, when I was in law school, you open the book and you're looking at a law and you're like, wait, this law hasn't been updated since I was a freed person. So there was no way that I was included in these laws, because I wasn't a human.
Right.
So I know that these laws weren't built for me. In that same breath, when you get into the world, you, as a black attorney, you do your best at the changes that you can make, right? You do your absolute best. So do I feel that it needs to be revamped? Most definitely. Most definitely. There are some laws that it's like, I just don't, and this is how people are getting off, because these laws have these loopholes in them, because they were created for a certain person.
Right.
So of course there's so many ways that people can get off, because they really are worded in a way that, with the right attorney, I can say the right thing, and it's like, oh, well, you're right, that doesn't apply to my client. So a lot of laws do need to be updated, but in that same breath, there is a lot of laws that have been passed in more recent times that do help attorneys be able to represent their clients on the opposite side of that. So I think it's twofold, but I definitely think there's way more that needs to be done than not.
Definitely.
We getting a lot of information today.
Definitely.
Goodness gracious, we loaded up. Goodness.
Well, I knew that she was going to be very informative.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Were you part of? I don't know, maybe I missed. Were you part of any other law firm before you had your own?
So my first position, I was at Phillip Law Group.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one in the commercials?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah,
sound familiar.
Yep, they have a lot of commercials, and then the Attorney General's office. So I was an assistant Attorney General, and so that's the biggest. I mean, you could say the biggest law firm in Arizona, because it's the state. It's the entire state.
Okay.
So that's where I worked at both times, and I got a lot of experience. And to incorporate that and protect people now, it's amazing.
So, I mean, I know you learned a lot working at the Attorney's General office. Talk about some of the things that you went through working at that office.
Well, I would prefer to talk in general. So let's just talk about, as being a woman of color, or as just like educational. Let me clarify.
Well, I mean, a little of both, definitely. I just wanted to know
Okay.
your experience, definitely
Okay,
as a woman of
so-
color, being in
Okay,
that
so-
position.
Okay, good. All right. So, in general, it was very kind of like busy. So, in law, one of the things most attorneys they want to develop when you're first becoming an attorney, one of the things you want to do is you want to be in positions that push you to be better, right?
Mm-hmm.
That gives you the law in. Because when you're in class, it's like, oh, this scenario can happen. But when you're in a real life trial and things are coming at you really fast, you really put thinking on the feet to the test. And so when I was at both positions, because I was in court every day, every single day, I was in court. Monday through Friday, I was in court. And so having that experience as a new attorney with a lot of experienced attorneys that really pushed me to be better, and that really pushed me to be on top of my game.
Okay.
Now, on the flip side, being a woman of color, there was a lot of things that I had to deal with, especially at my first position, that I just was like, this is not what I slaved in school, and this is not what I slaved for in my life to be at this position where I have to deal with people where I'm called the N-word,
Wow.
where I'm called the B-word, and I
Wow.
still have to represent you to the best of my ability.
Wow.
And I actually left that position because I had to explain to my superiors why a security guard called them and reported me to them if it was not true. And I was like, trying to explain the whole people will make up stuff about me because of the way I look to 3 men that look completely different than me
Right.
was my breaking point. And so I was like, you know what, I just need to work for myself.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I just need to be in a position where I can control my narrative and where the person that I'm explaining to why something happened is myself.
Wow.
So that was just, it was tough. It was literally tough. And that was my first job out of law school. So I was just like, I'm like, I don't know, you get to this place and you think, oh, I'm educated, I've done right. You think you do all of these things and you think somehow it insulates you. And then reality hits that, no, I'm just another fill in the blank. Right? And so coming to that realization was very difficult. Even going into courtrooms, full suit, full suitcase, looking like an attorney, at least to me, being told, oh, ma'am, the defendants go to this side. Wait, what? Wait, so I'm automatically defended. You didn't ask me my name.
Right.
You didn't ask anything about me. And you're like, oh, I should be over here and wait for my attorney. No, I'm actually the attorney. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
So,
That's
so those
ridiculous.
things are. It's been a whirlwind dealing with that in just a short amount of time. Literally, I've only been an attorney since 2016.
Wow.
Okay. Get your own firm already.
Making
Got my own
strides.
firm.
Moves, just moves. Round of
Making
applause. Round of
moves.
applause.
It's talking about an upgrade, man.
I mean, I think it's important for
Strong
people
one right there,
to
boy.
know, that no matter your position, that you still have to go through the same things of racism and deal with male issues of thinking they're better than women and issues of race. And that's definitely, I figured that you probably went through those things. Definitely being here in Arizona, being in the minority and not have a lot of people that look like you that work there. So I'm happy you was able to inform people about that, because people can learn that it doesn't matter what you're doing here. You're still going to struggle, and it's still going to be a fight, and you just have to keep fighting.
And it seemed like you kept on fighting and moving. And you
strong.
got your you're on top of the world
Definitely,
right now.
man. Inspirational.
Yeah.
I really am. Being able to help people and decide that this is my fight and this is how I fight back. Just finding that voice, and it took a minute to find that voice, to be honest, because I just felt like well, I'm here to help you, so I'm actually on your side. I'm helping you fight the government for your benefit. And then to have them say, well, it blew my mind that I'm like, wait, I'm the person that can get you what you need, and you're still going to treat me like this? And then when they won their case, they want to send a long email of their apologies. And I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Right.
Keep it.
I want to ask you one more quick personal question. How do you feel about can you explain to people why in the case in Minnesota, the police officer receive a third-degree murder charge and a manslaughter charge? Can you kind of explain why they went that way instead of going first degree in a case like that?
So, as an attorney, we are bound by all of these rules. So, what I will say is, I'm not licensed in that state, so I do not know their specific state law.
Okay.
But what I can say is, typically, when they go for third degree murder, it is actually the person that brings third degree is saying that it's actually an easier law to prove, because with third degree you don't have to prove intent.
Okay.
And when you are in a situation where you have to prove intent, how do I say this as nice as possible? When you have to prove intent, let's just go back to what we talked about earlier for laws that were created for certain types of people. Right. It is very hard to prove that burden.
Definitely.
Because intent means I have to know what you were thinking. How can I know what you were thinking?
Exactly.
How?
Exactly.
Right. So while most people, we know, we want to go for first degree, and I don't even know if they have it. I don't even know. I don't know those state laws, but in general, I know that you don't have to prove intent when you're going for the third degree. And honestly, if you're really wanting to go for a conviction, the best way, it may not be the holy grail of what you really want, but you have to do the best that you can when you're an attorney. And honestly, it's like, I'm not going to charge you with something that I know for a fact. As soon as I get you in front of you, you're gone. Right. Because if I have to prove intent, that's a higher burden. So for the general public, it may seem like an outrage. Like, they're giving them the easy way out. But honestly, in my opinion, that would probably be the best that they can do under the circumstances of what we already have discussed today and what we know. Right.
And that's what I wanted to inform to people, because I know a lot of people got upset. And a lot of people are still saying that they want to do first. They want to get first degree. And the first thing I said is it's going to be hard to prove, even though we have him on camera. And we know the situation where he's just not listening to anyone. It's still hard to prove exactly what his intent was. And if he went out that day and started that day and knew that he was going to do that murder. So that's kind of hard to prove. So that's right. I mean, it's difficult for people to take, and people are still going to be upset. But those are the reasons why they went this way to make sure.
I mean, it is upsetting. It is upsetting because we know if those two people were flipped around, we know that first degree wouldn't be we you know what I mean?
Right.
But under the the circumstances, I mean, still enraged, but get it. I get it.
And it still has to go in front of a jury. That's the hard part that people don't understand. Yeah. And for some reason, juries, they look at police officers as holier than thou superheroes that never do anything wrong, and that's just how they're looked at.
That's their job and all that other stuff.
Right. So
to abuse citizens.
It's tough with the Fernando Castillo case. He was they was able to get it all the way to judge, jury. They didn't go to the grand jury like they usually do in situations, which I don't know the percentage, but they seems like they always innocent in grand jury situations.
Right.
Maybe I don't know the percentages either, but I'm like, what, 0? 0?
Yeah.
That's all I have.
It's pretty low.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty low. It really is.
So hopefully, this time the jury, hopefully they get a jury that's partial and not just filled with one demographic, as I would want to say. You know, we want a mixed demographic of people. Deciding this. Hopefully that can get a guilty verdict.
Yeah, I totally hope so. I just, you look at all of the things that happen to our community, and you're like, it's upsetting. It's all of the things, and before a long time ago, people were like, well, let's just let the system do what it does, and then every time we're like, well, this is what the system gives us, and it, we keep hoping and we keep praying for a different outcome, but the truth of the matter is, until the laws change, it's still an uphill battle. It's still an uphill battle. I know attorneys who are criminal attorneys and I know these people, right? And it's not that they're not doing their job. They're doing their job. but they can only do their job within whatever the law says they can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? We watch these movies and we think, oh, well, lawyers can do all this. No, those people on TV would be fired and their license would be taken away. It's not real, people. It's not real.
They're all actors.
Yeah, like it literally. We have to get where the real change is the legislation. When we get those people in power who can change the laws, who can change the standard, that's where it really is. Because as a people, you just get frustrated, and I get everything that's going on right now because you're angry, and we should be angry.
Definitely.
We get a right to be angry, right? And so, but as far as change at least from the standpoint of holding these people accountable, it starts with the laws that are in place. That's
Definitely
really where it's at.
Yep.
Because we can't do anything if the law still say, in the procedures, all of that stuff has to change.
Yep.
And that's where the inside change can happen as far as accountability, because people are still going to have hate. They're still going to wake up evil. They're still going to feel the way they
never
feel.
going away.
The only way to actually hold them accountable is through the law.
Yep, that's real.
Yeah.
I just, I'm glad to see our people, in these positions, from attorneys to our last guest from last episode, because the media doesn't show that,
No.
So
No.
I appreciate you.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate those words.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
You want to get into the game now? You have more questions?
No, I'm good.
Tita,
Let's get
y'all,
into it.
Oh, well, I was just having
y'all wanna
fun. I was
y'all-
like, well,
y'all want to get more? Y'all want to get more
we
knowledge?
friends now.
Y'all want to get more knowledge?
I think Dib covered some of my questions.
Let's see if we
he
had
definitely has a way of doing that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
we have David. We have
A question from a fan.
a question from a listener, a
Yeah,
fan.
listener. Yeah.
He says, I got some friends in the music industry that is doing great for themselves. For his rapper friend Harvo out of Chicago. He's doing big as a hip hop artist. What do you say to other people that are trying so hard out here to manipulate and trying to steal other people's beats and songs to make their own and not giving them the recognition of their work that they're doing?
Get your stuff protected. Speak to a trademark attorney. Get your stuff. Get your lyrics copyrighted. Get your brand trademarked. Get your protections in place, because when these people come to try and steal from you, then you can go after them in court, and you will. If you have a good attorney, you will get your money.
Good question, David.
So
Yeah,
it's all about having the protection. Yep.
Well, see, there's your answer right there.
And one other part is, and before you send someone a beat, it's good to have that stuff. I know you're starting up, so you may not have all the money to have everything copyrighted, but even make sure there's a contract involved, right? Make sure that it's something that explicitly says, I'm sending you a beat of, I don't know anything about beats, 1B, 2B, whatever it is, and make sure it's very clear that I'm sending you this to listen to or whatever it is, and I am not giving you rights to my music, or some type of language.
Right. Put it in
make
writing.
It very clear. Yes.
Yeah.
Get it in writing. And you send that before you send the beat.
Is an email is also counted as writing, right? If you send an email telling a person, outlining all the stipulations that you need for the song and everything, that can be used in court against a person, right?
It can be used as evidence. It's not as strong of evidence as an actual written binding contract, but it is better than nothing. It is better than just saying, okay, bro, let me hand you this.
Okay.
It's better than that. But I would say make sure you have specific beat contracts or whatever you're exchanging that are legally binding, so that you don't even have to do that. You don't, when it's your stuff and you're already frustrated, you don't want to have to pay someone to have to then make sure that my email is binding. And no, just have a contract in place, do it the right way, and cover yourself.
Most definitely.
Yep.
I have one more quick question. What do you think
Dib
about?
is ready.
What do you think about things like legal Zoom and things like that? Do you think those avenues help people, or you think they lead people in the wrong direction because you may not be informed in exactly what you need to get, and you may get the wrong documents or get the wrong information that you may not need?
Here's my thought on that. If you go to, matter of fact, I'm looking it up right now. The disclaimer on LegalZoom says, we are not a law firm or a substitute for an attorney or law firm. We cannot provide any kind of advice, explanation, opinion, or recommendation about possible legal rights, remedies, defenses, options, selections, or forms or strategies. So there's that on that.
Right.
So you know what I mean?
And that's
if
important.
You want an attorney, a specific attorney that has went to school for specifically what you need,
Mhm.
then that's what you'll go to. LegalZoom is an affordable option. It is. I mean, I've never used them, but everyone that I have clients who have used them, and now they're my clients, so that should explain that. So that's that. I'm not going to bash anyone, but I'll just say their disclaimer at the very bottom of their website says we are not a law firm or a substitute for an attorney. So they're telling you that.
Right. And that's definitely important for people to know.
Yep. No one reads that disclaimer though, but I do.
Okay.
Does anybody else have questions?
We have the co-hosts in the bit. Y'all have any questions or y'all want to add on? They learning.
You know, I'm learning. Shoot.
Okay.
Oh, no, I wish I would have came in. Yep.
I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
You say you ready? Okay. Aisha.
I'm ready.
Said that firmly.
Okay. We got a game for you.
Okay.
All right. So, the game we have today, we're doing law trivia.
Okay. Ooh, this is fun.
If you get 3 out of 5 correct, we'll donate $50 to your charity of choice.
Okay.
You have 3 lifelines that you can use.
Okay.
You can Google an answer, in which case we'll give you 45 seconds to answer.
Okay.
You can call someone, or you may skip the question.
Okay. Oh, this is fun. I'm ready.
All right. Just a second here.
Get ready. It's on now.
I'm ready. I'm sweating, but I'm ready.
Question 1. Law made when an appellate court endorses a rule to be used in a deciding court case is A, common law, B, case law, C, administrative law, or D, none of the above.
Wait. I got clarifying. Say that again. Say it again. One more time.
Law made when an appellate court endorses a rule to be used in a deciding court case is called A, common law, B, case law, C, administrative law, or D, none of the above.
I'm going to go with case law.
Case law is correct.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I felt like I was taking a bite. I'm sweating. Okay.
Question 2. Blank is a group of laws defending the methods for enforcing legal rights and decisions. A, common law, B, administrative agencies, C, procedural law, or D, case law.
Defending the law. Oh, okay. Can you do twice? Can you read it twice? I don't.
Yes, I will repeat.
Okay. One more time. I'm ready.
Blank is a group of laws
It's a
defining the methods
group of laws.
for enforcing legal rights and decisions. A, common law, B, administrative agencies, C, procedural law, or D, case law.
I'm between two of them. I'm just going to go with whatever A was. This is hard.
She's always tough.
A is incorrect. The
Is
answer
it C?
Yes, it is C, procedural
I
law.
don't know how to do it. Give me half a point for C.
Question 3.
Okay.
Blank are enforced rules of conduct in a society. A, statutes, B, laws, C, morals, or D, values.
And he said enforce rules of...
Conduct in a society.
Okay. And what was... A was what?
Statutes, laws, morals, or values.
Well, it's got to be the law. I'm going to say B.
B is correct.
Yay.
Okay.
Dope.
Question 4.
2 more to go.
Okay, I'm good. I'm ready.
Laws enacted by state legislators or federal legislators are A. Statutes, B. Rules, C. Property, D. Decided by a judge.
Wait, what?
Laws enacted by state legislators or federal legislators are blank. Is it A. Statutes, B. Rules, C. Property, or D. Decided by a judge?
Those are statutes.
Statutes is correct.
Ooh.
I think I know that
Not playing.
All right.
one. Representing.
Last question.
Last question.
Statuses of law that conflicts with the Constitution and which is therefore invalid are A. Right, B. Wrong, C. Illegal, or D. Unconstitutional.
Well, then that's a depends question, but okay, I'm gonna go with unconstitutional.
Unconstitutional is correct.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
All right. So now I have one question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we donating our $50 to?
That's a good one. What is? Oh, I have so many. I can only choose one. Defenders of Children is a really good one. They help abuse. Oh, that's hard. That's the hardest question.
She gets a clap though, right?
Huh?
She gets a
Yeah,
clap
man.
or something.
I did get the clap. No, that's the
That's-
wrong one.
My bad.
I gave it.
I didn't hear it.
You ain't paying attention. I did it already.
We have
She
to
gets
do
to
another one
clap.
because Tita wants it.
Okay.
Okay, I do. I know who I want to give it to. I just can't. I feel bad. I was actually on the board. Okay. It is for foster children, helping people get out of foster care, and it's a Black-owned nonprofit organization. I know
Okay.
all of that, and I am trying to. Let me look at my email for their name.
You can
The owner-
inbox it to us or send
Okay.
it to us send it to us in the inbox.
And we'll definitely make sure that they get donated.
Definitely.
Okay.
Most
I
definitely.
know the owner is named Nikita Ross. That much I do know.
Most definitely. Just
Okay.
yeah, inbox us and we'll definitely make sure that gets sent to them.
Definitely.
Thank you so much. Okay.
We thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate your time and educating us on the law.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for coming to taking your time early time in the day, in the morning, to get interview.
Thank you.
For your interview and you are
I
doing big things.
Definitely,
Big
man.
thing.
Congratulations on your law
appreciate it.
on your firm, and we hope big success to you in the future.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all for having me. And I did find the name. It's called Resilient Me.
Resilient me.
Resilient me.
yeah.
Definitely.
Resilient Me. Yes, the owner is Nikita Ross. Okay.
All right.
Thank you guys for having me.
thank
This
you.
was so fun. Y'all
Yep.
made me sweat.
Thank you thank you very much.
Enjoy your weekend.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
too.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Okay. Bye.
I hit the wrong button, man.
Dipped and hit the wrong button.
I always knew it's the ones on the right, man, but you know what I'm saying?
Just never works out for you.
Man, that was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was fun,
I-
man.
She was fun.
I was just feeding in all the information. It was a
Yeah,
lot,
man.
and it was like, you know.
I like talking to people like that, man, because I respect the education and I respect what they've learned and all the years that she went to school. She
yeah.
had to go to law school, then she had to go to grad school. She went to 2 different separate schools. So I always knew it's the ones on the right, man, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just never works out for you.
we live, and that was great. That was great.
But yeah, so it's definitely inspirational and it's definitely it's nice to talk to someone that knows that much about the law.
Right.
And you hear people and you see people online talking about law and what they know, and they don't. I like to talk to people who really know
and
things.
she knows her stuff too.
Not Facebook lawyers and scientists.
Yep.
Online lawyers.
Oh my
Right.
goodness, they get on my nerves. Man.
So I'm saying, y'all. I mean, we definitely dealing with the justice.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 2 weeks. Come on now, give it up for us right now.
Yeah, man.
Tell me another show now. Croft is here.
Yeah,
In the building.
Here.
Croft.
I sprayed him already.
You already sprayed Croft up?
Yeah, man.
All right, make sure.
But there's a left for Amanda or
We're celebrating 1 year. Bro.
1 year, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, huge. So we wanted to say how much we appreciate you
Definitely.
and what you doing for the show and
Helping us
everything.
level up and everything.
Yeah,
Put
man.
the camera on. Which one was that one? That's 3. There you go, Croft, right there, y'all. Either give us some extra.
Yeah,
Don't put it all on me like you you did all on me. All right. There you go.
I didn't want to throw in nobody's face again. I'm a little short, so if it hits you in the eye, I'm sorry. Hopefully insurance covers.
Man. But if you tuned in right now and you would like to call the show up 602-492-3417 602-492-3417 and
where's
we'll get y'all on the air, chop it up with y'all.
what happened to the sponsorship stuff
we
today?
forgot the board.
Oh, we got the board. Tita, that's on you. You supposed to
I
say
know.
that for me.
I know.
But we know who our sponsors are. WaywardKid.com.
Yeah.
Wayward Kid.
Home of your entertainment news, music, all that stuff. And they have the Wayward Kid Foundation for the kids that actually we're part of. I'm actually part of that. Crawford, you did one. So
Great articles,
check it out.
man.
And we also have, what else do we have?
We have Kiwi Juice Bar. They do natural smoothies. They have a vegan menu, protein bars, snacks, nutritional education.
I'm about to visit them next week.
Man, I just wish they were closer. I'll be there every weekend.
Who's our top donor, Tita?
Miss Joanne Muhammad. She was our guest our last show.
Last week, yeah.
Definitely learned a lot
Yeah,
from
we
this
learned a
show.
lot from her.
Oh, she
too.
loved it too.
Definitely.
I got a lot of text messages from her.
Yes.
She was very excited.
Even till yesterday, she's like, "Thank you for having me in the show.
She said,
I had such a good time."
you know what's funny? She said, I love Dip. She didn't say she loved me. She didn't say she loved you.
It's okay.
I said,
But she
word.
see y'all every day, so
I say word. I said say word. You know what I'm saying?
And we got Tim C for mayor.
Yep.
Go to
Tim
timcformayor.com to register.
Yeah.
Make sure you signed up and make sure you're ready to
Definitely
go
go
and vote
vote.
and make your voice be heard.
Most
timcformayor.com.
Y'all see what's going on right now.
Definitely.
And if you don't want to
had
go
to put
out there,
the-
you could always do it through the phone.
Yep. Y'all
Tita
see,
don't have an excuse.
y'all see what's going on right now.
you can mail in your ballot.
This is where it makes the difference between the people that you want
The
and
right
that can
people.
relate to us as the people.
That's right.
Make that change.
That's
Make
real.
the right vote and vote for Tim C, man.
Definitely.
He's a good man.
You heard what Salisha said, that legislation and laws is how things change. We can go out. I know we're angry and we're upset and we want to throw things and break things. That's fine. To let your anger out. These things are going to pass. Those
call the
times
show
will pass.
up, 6
But regardless, we have to get laws changed to get these police officers to stop doing what they're doing. Our screaming and breaking, unfortunately, is not going to get them to change anything, because the laws that they are working by allow them to do the things that they are doing. They are given this leeway to make these decisions that they really and truly shouldn't have the leeway to have. If you look at other police officers in other countries, they don't go as far as our police officers do in America.
Yep.
Things and break things. So until those things change, then
I mean, they're all basically insured, right? So it's just gonna be.
Like I said, I mean, if you look at New England, when situations get tough for the police officers, they retreat first, and then they look for backup, and they try to figure out better ways to handle situations. That's why they don't have to have guns. I know the city, the country as a whole doesn't have a whole lot of guns, but they do have some, and it happens with situations where they need guns, so they get their guns instead of having them on them all the time, so they're not going around shooting everybody all the time. So I don't know. And this dude, it wasn't even a situation where he was shot in this situation, so it was just physical force, and we've seen that a couple times also. So,
Yep.
I don't know, man. I just think some of these holds and some of these things that they be doing need to be illegal nationwide, and that's a federal law that could be implemented. That's not implemented across the nation. Every department precinct has different laws on those holds. One precinct may say it's unlawful, the next one may say it's okay.
Yep.
Only how we can change that is to get that change federally. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about.
The worst thing of everything, it's like, I think it's a personal hate, you know, like you can see on their face, like they didn't even think about it twice, or like, oh, is he okay, or nothing. They just,
no, they don't care about people's well-being.
No,
they've lost that. You know, they're in
they're
the
supposed
streets
to be first
and they're losing it.
responders. They're supposed to be people who protect us, and now it's like,
And that's why people are so angry.
Yeah.
You know, and stupid people bring up comments like, but black on black, or but gangs. These are gangs supposed to protect the neighborhood.
No.
Black on black and all this stupid stuff. These are people who are sworn to protect, and they're killing. So bringing up those things is just ignorance.
it is.
It's another time and another day for that.
It is.
When those days come up, but right now this is what we're talking about, and we don't want to hear about that. So
We're
if
talking
when
about
you
the
bring
now.
those things up,
Exactly.
only thing you're doing is adding fuel to the fire and making people even more upset and want to
Like you can
damage
see,
more
Minneapolis
things.
is pretty much burned down. You
Yeah.
don't need people with anger. Is more pissed off people and stuff.
Right. So definitely, I seen a lot of posts. I saw a lot of posts with people saying that. But what about this? Why don't you're angry during? Well, these are people who are riding around, paid by our tax dollars, to protect. So when they kill, that's a different situation, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't put that in the same box as regular crime.
No.
So just stop, please.
See?
And then we're also taking care of the court case with our taxpayer dollars also.
Right. It's all on us, and we're paying for this dude to kill people. You know what I mean? So I mean, come on, man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. See, it's going down, y'all. So let's just talk about what happened. Even though we're celebrating the 1 year, let's talk about the big situation this week with I pronounce his name, Mr. Floyd. What y'all think about that case right now? What's going on?
Oh, man, well,
The riots and the
looking at when I was reading today, man, it's 30 cities had riots of some sort, or protesting that turned into riots, or whatever the situation is. People want to get out and make sure that their voice is heard, and you can't take that away from them. That's what America is built on.
right.
We all know that. We know the history of America, from the Tea Party to the riots in '92 with Rodney King. We understand the history. We know the history. We were taught this is the way to assemble and to make your voice heard.
Right.
This is not the first time or the last this
No,
will
it's
happen. And people who are flabbergasted and acting like they don't understand why they're tearing up their neighborhoods all these stupid ass statements that you hear. This is the history of America.
Yeah.
This is what
Same
we do.
process over and over again.
Man, we've been doing
Just
this
a
since
different year.
1776. So to sit around and say that, oh my goodness, this is how laws are changed in America. This is the beginning. This is how the ball gets rolling. Now it's up to us to get in there and hopefully to get some state people in there who care about getting some things changed, and not people who don't give a fuck.
You know what pissed me off this week too was that man was killed.
Yeah,
that
most
man was
of-
murdered, killed. But I hate how media. Some things I want. I want coverage. I won't even talk about how they dig up his personal life or what he does.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with that man being killed by that police officer? It has nothing to do. They're trying to change his character up. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to understand though, man. There's two types of media in America right now. There's the media that cares about what's going on with black people, and there's an audience for that. And there's an audience also for people who do not care, and they want to see bad things about this dude, and these are the things that they make them feel better. Yeah. So the media is not here to make you feel better. They're here to sell newspapers and to get clicks.
Right.
You got to understand it's a business. They know what their readers want, and and unfortunately, their readers want to see things about him to make themselves feel better about the situation.
Ridiculous.
That's what it's about, man. This is
They know
America.
how to use the information to their own benefit.
Definitely.
Not to the public or to the person.
No, it's to make them
or to
feel
the
safer.
victims and everything.
It's to make them feel like, hey, he was a bad guy, or
Or
he was going to
this,
do
or-
that, and that
Right.
makes them feel better about what happened.
Yeah.
And that's all it's about, man. It's about making them feel better about
And that's
their
how it always gonna be.
situation.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Join the conversation. Y'all call the show 602-492-3417. 602-492-3417. But I do what I do, with the riots and everything. Please don't damage your own black-owned businesses.
Right.
I seen one guy crying because they damaged a black man crying because in the riots his business was shut down. He put his whole life savings in that business. So please don't damage your own businesses.
Yeah, I seen a gentleman in Minnesota was saying that they was burning down the black-owned barbershops, and
Yeah, so that's the same thing.
that's counterproductive, man.
Yeah.
That's counterproductive. You know, I mean, we talk about Black Wall Street, and we still talk about these things, and that was burned down in a riot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to do the same things is counterproductive. But like I said, I understand the hate, I understand the anger, but let's try to don't hurt ourselves in the well-being in the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, dude, I understand, man. When I was young, I'd have been out there breaking shit too, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? I understand, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I really do, man. But we also got to think about tomorrow, and people got to pay bills, man, and got to feed their children.
Yeah.
And this is their well-being.
So what do y'all think too? Also, of the the blackout? Was it July 7th?
July 7th.
Yeah. I think if we're gonna do that, don't do it for one day.
One day.
One day, do it for the summer or do it for the rest of the year. How about that?
Yeah.
Because one day is not gonna. They're laughing.
Right.
That's like one day protest.
Right. And people aren't going
They're
to.
just gonna kind of be like,
I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand,
Right.
man. I mean, people
I
want
see
to
T.I.
be
pushing
heard,
it.
man. Yeah, T.I.
T.I. pushing it, but like, come on, man.
There's a bunch of people that's in that
Yeah.
blackout group that's
that's
trying to
pushing it, yeah.
But they should know, like, one day.
day.
Like, what? One day? Then we're not gonna go to McDonald's for one day, baby. Then we can go back on Monday.
Yeah. What you want? What you want? A week?
You know, what do I want?
You want a week?
I would say a
I think-
summer sounds
I think-
good.
A week is better than a
Day.
than a day.
Yeah.
I say for the rest of the summer. That's what I say.
For
But if
3
you
months,
really
2
wanna,
months.
Yeah, if you really want to put some work in and damage it the rest of the year.
But the thing is that
I'm
not
just
all
saying.
people think the same way.
If you really
know?
want to put some damage in.
Well, yeah.
But see, then you have those people that will argue with you and say, "Well, this is the reason why I don't shop black business."
Oh God, I don't want to start that conversation today.
wait till you posted it.
Yeah, I don't want to start that conversation because it's just getting to something else that I don't really want to get into today. But like I'm saying, we all know what's going on, man, and we're all gonna, we're all upset, but we already have our minds set that this is probably going to be a not guilty verdict situation because we've been through it.
Predisposed.
We've been through it for 30 years. Those
Yeah.
of us who was like myself, who was alive in '92.
Yeah, I remember
Rodney King.
I remember watching that stuff.
Right,
As a kid.
and him and all those officers
Yeah, so
beat this man all on camera, and every one of them found innocent. So
You know how many people we lost from police brutality? Like, it's ridiculous.
yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I just think about it. If they don't do something in the court, they're gonna go back to this man's house, and he's gonna start more mess. Or
If this happens, if whatever that not guilty thing happens again, like, this should be the last time, and something should be done after this because it's not right, man.
it's going to take the federal government, and unfortunately, right now, the dude that we have in office that I see people online
You see what they
fighting
said-
to
what you see what
tell
they
you
said
to
earlier?
not vote to keep him in there, which is amazing. He's not going to do anything to hold the police accountable. He's not going to pass any federal
No,
laws.
he's not.
You know what I mean?
No, he ain't.
And like he said, what he said, he would have put let the
said-
dogs loose on the
Yeah,
people
yeah.
coming in the White House.
He said something to that effect. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have.
They would have been met with very vicious dogs.
very vicious dogs,
Yeah.
right? So first is when the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now
They're
it's
thugs.
now they're thugs, and the looting starts, the shooting starts.
Yep.
Then it's gonna let the vicious dogs loose on the people. This guy, man, I don't know, man. I like I said, I get mad every week at people telling us not to vote, man. And I got brothers on my page every week trying to tell me how bad Obama is and how bad all these other people are. So don't vote. Because I hate Trump too, but Obama bad too. Because their mission is to tell you that both sides are bad. That's what they want to tell you. So don't vote.
And then look where we at. Look where we at.
Man. And I tell them every time, we let people make decisions for us, brother. They're making decisions for locally. We don't vote and no one. So then all these people that get voted in, they voting in people who dislike us.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking? It's
Yeah.
not going to change. We can be mad all we want to until we get up, get out, and vote and make our words heard, man. These people going to be able to still keep killing us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Unfortunately.
cycle. Same cycle.
Yep.
Over again. It's ridiculous.
It's sad.
Yeah. But we still celebrating 1 year, y'all.
Still celebrating. I should have brought me some Hennessy in this morning.
Yo.
What? We got drinks?
Baby, just grab that for me real quick.
What?
How many is this? Who don't drink here? You underage? Or you
No, I
Don't.
I have my ID now.
I have my
Grab my ID now.
We went somewhere and they're like, oh, and then they scared me. I'm like, excuse me. And she's like, do you have your ID? And I'm like, no. She's like, honey, you don't look old enough. And I said, and I was gonna be mad, but she was like,
I got this.
You got some bread.
I got this, y'all.
Modelo.
That's first shit right there.
Cerveza.
Come on, man.
I'll take one.
Come on.
pass them
We
around.
I see.
We don't have a beer opener though. I mean
We gonna have to use
bottle
our hand.
opener.
We gonna have to use our. Yo, I see you, boss man. I see.
I should don't want one right now.
No, not right now.
Not right now.
She on it.
Yeah, Aisha not
Come on.
drinking.
She ain't
We gotta
drinking
do
no
it.
beer.
You just hold on to it then, because we're gonna do a toast.
Like the kids.
She's a wine.
Yeah, I'm a wino.
Fill it up with apple juice.
I'm about to do some wine later on tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Celebration.
We have
So-
Kahlua in the refrigerator.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know, man. I was scared the first year. I ain't know what I was doing. I don't know
Yeah,
what.
man.
And I know Tita didn't know what she was doing.
No.
Nah, I didn't know what I was doing.
Tita
either.
didn't
Didn't know what he was doing.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
Shoot, hold on. Tita.
Daniel, you need a bottle opener for that
Why?
because it's not a twisty.
It's not a twisty.
Oh man,
I drink these all the time.
where the key at, Tita?
I like the
You have the
Negro.
keys.
We gonna figure this out. Tita, unwrap that for me. real quick.
Some people
I'm
can
gonna
open-
drink
some
some
people
drink.
can
You
open-
got a pair of scissors?
It's one.
Yeah,
Me too. Back in the day
I'm about to unpeel
when
this.
I was an
I'm about-
alcoholic.
Go ahead, Dip. You start talking. I'm gonna open this. I'm celebrating.
Oh, I was gonna say, what have you guys' favorite moments over the past year?
Let's just go through it. You want to just go
I
through
heard
it?
something.
Oh, you are mad.
The wine opener.
I got him. How you do this?
Using the top of the wine opener. Wrong way.
Baby
No?
Jesus, hand it
Oh, like
to you.
this.
There you
Yes.
go.
Hand it
There
the
you
bottle
go.
opener.
Baby Jesus came in the building. Come on, dude.
Daniel's eyes opened up, and he's like, "How you do this?"
Oh, she said, "Oh, so you all do the festivities after I leave."
She's gonna have to come back.
We're
to the
celebrating
show.
1 year. We're celebrating 1 year.
Celebrations.
Hey,
We toasting?
Tita, you need help over there. You talking about me and all that. You need help.
Here you go.
We're
All y'all
celebrating.
need help.
I got one side open.
Don't want to do that.
We usually don't
careful.
drink in here.
Yeah, do not.
Pasa usually the drinker.
Yeah,
You know.
be careful. Be careful. All this machinery in here.
But we're gonna yeah. I just wanna
You're not
just
gonna open yours.
I just wanna toast to no Aisha's not drinking, but
Yeah, no,
but we're gonna
I don't
toast this is
drink.
family
Why
right
you open
here.
both of them?
This is family. We did it, y'all. 1 year. 2 more years, success, winner circle. Yeah. Oh man, hey, I didn't even give baby where the drink
it's
open
in the
there.
middle.
I'm all popping drinks open and I didn't even get it baby juice.
Clean.
We toasting with Modelo in here.
Hey, You know what I'm saying? I don't even drink. I'm gonna be real.
Me either. I'm gonna take a couple swallows of this and be
I'm gonna
done.
drink the whole thing though.
I know you are.
Your favorite episode, babe?
My favorite episode was probably,
Man, there's so many.
I don't know. It's a whole bunch of
What?
good ones.
Mine was the mayor, me myself. Still.
That was fun.
Tim C.
Tim C
That
was fun.
That was dope, man. Because to me, that was a step in the direction that we wanted to go. You know what I mean? And what we were about, and that was a huge step for us. You know what I'm saying? Being able to get
Right.
someone, and I want to thank Daniel for having the balls to talk to him. You know, I've tried to talk to a lot of people and
I got
struck
yelled at
out
by him,
with
too.
all of them, man. They all ignore me, so
Yeah,
that's
no,
dope.
Nah, man, Tim C's a down to earth person. I was surprised to he even said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Even talking to him during the show, after the show, before the show, we had built this show has built a relationship with him,
Mm-hmm.
and we can call him right now if we want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's he's a great man, and he is definitely for the people.
Definitely.
And you know some politics they don't even. He gave us the time of his day
Right.
to come up here.
Right.
Definitely.
And we got a lot of people like what we want to call them, whack ass mopping.
Yeah, man, forget him. What's his name? Say his name again.
Mopping.
I like that one. I was gonna give him this one.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, that man.
Man.
That man disappointed me.
He is disappointing as a person, period.
Yeah.
And I don't even like to talk down on people, man. But dude, we've reached out to the guy several times to try to give him an opportunity to speak on his side on what people have been saying about him and he leads the
He sets up the interviews.
he leads the protests this week, and people were mad at him again, cussing him out again on social media.
He's a selfish person to me, and he's about himself and getting him some self-immediate shine.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do anything for people.
I understand though.
He
The
doesn't do
interview was for
anything for
him. It wasn't for us. I mean, it's good for our show.
Well, actually,
But
when
he doesn't do-
we
we
invited
do.
him on. It was for that couple that they
Yeah,
had that
when he was
story.
trying to help-
Yeah,
right.
when he was trying to help that couple out, and he just completely decided
And
that
what happened to that?
they flaked out on the whole show.
And nothing happened to that. That just
Exactly.
went away.
Exactly.
We tried to give him a platform to get the word out more to more people,
He's about himself.
it doesn't seem like he's for black people.
No, he ain't for no black people.
It doesn't seem like it.
No.
He's for himself.
Yeah.
He's just trying to build his name and build recognition for himself, and
He's
not in a positive
Yeah.
light
fake,
either.
Those are the
a fake
people
Al
we need to.
Sharpton.
We
And
need
you
to.
know how we feel about Al Sharpton.
Right. So I mean, and then what Black Lives Matter, Phoenix came out and said some very strong words about Mr. Moppin and what he's doing and what he represents. They talked about his role with the police, and
that was so ridiculous.
They went on him about some of the things that he has done, and he's supposed to be one of the people protesting and helping out. And it seems
He's not
like
for us.
every time everything hits the fan, he's the first one to turn tail. So
That's what I always say though.
stop following this man.
Black people, like right now, 2000, we need new black leaders, because the leaders that we got is ridiculous and using us for their own benefits.
Well, we got to stop following the dude.
Yeah,
I don't know why every time something comes up, we following this guy.
because you got the people that are lost up in here.
I mean, I understand that he's probably the most known, but we have to go a different route, man.
Yep.
Because his leadership for the protest and for what we're trying to get the word out is kind of making what we're trying to do look bad every single time. I mean, every time we look bad when we're going with his leadership.
Exactly.
So we definitely have to go a different route, man. Because like I said, it doesn't seem like he's for us in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah, forget him. But I liked the Jello interview. That was a great interview.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Jello was fun, dude. He has the #1 show in Detroit.
In Detroit,
in the morning show. So
Radio
it was great.
host.
It was great to sit down
I
with
like
him.
the Amanda show too. Hers was
Yeah.
pretty
Amanda
good.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in
definitely.
my top 5.
She almost got in tears on that show.
Yes.
Black guys,
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
definitely.
good.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Blaze was good. He answered
Blaze was
all the
definitely great.
questions.
Yeah.
Blaze was on point.
Willie North Pole.
And Willie North
Well, don't
Pole.
pull. That was a great show.
That was a good
I'm not
one.
gonna talk about that.
Emotional show.
Definitely,
A
definitely.
lot of tears.
Tita
There's-
crying on a Willie. Wolf.
I know. Tita's
Yeah,
bad.
he broke down and all that. Like,
Drop it and
like,
roll
you
on
was,
the
like your
floor.
life was about to die or something. What's going on?
Alright.
You was depressed or something.
That was awesome. And I liked it too because, you know, that was my first time meeting Willie, you know what I'm saying? And just learning about just a type person he is and everything.
It was dope because
it was pretty dope.
We started
He's
off the
a deep,
interview talking
deep
about
individual.
we talking about his music and we went into a whole different topic.
Right.
And,
And he's more into that than his actual music. He didn't really promote
Very
his stuff.
spiritual person.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
it's dope because Willie don't do no interviews.
No, he doesn't.
Everybody
No.
was
No
saying,
interviews.
if
I
he
think
goes to
people
your
were more
show,
shocked that we actually got him on the show.
But you know what's funny? I got a text from somebody and it was like, "Good luck." I was like, "What you mean?" He said, "Man, you know Willie don't do no interviews.
He don't never show
He ain't
up.
showing up."
He's like, if he shows up, I'm
I
gonna
was
go
like-
to the casino.
So then, so I met Willie, when I met him, and I was like, he agreed to do the show. Willie dissed me for like 2 weeks, and it was fact. You know what I'm saying? Willie did because he don't do no interviews. Man.
Right.
He just said, "Yeah."
But you happen to see him again.
I saw Willie again. I said, "Man, you dissed me. I've been texting you, man." And he's like, "Oh, that was you."
Oh, he pulled the, I don't have your number saved.
Yeah, he
in
said,
my
"Oh,
phone
that
card."
was you." And
he did. He said that.
he said, he shook my hand. He said, "That's my word." You know what I'm saying? I got you.
I'll be there.
Yep. And he came, man.
And then everybody again says, "I can show up."
And that's the reason why I be
And he
going
came
in
early.
on Reverend Moppin dude because he's given his word
Yeah.
several times that he was going to be here, and every occasion he is flaked.
Yep.
And
He's a flaker.
if you don't want to come, just say, "Hey, I don't want to come."
Yeah.
I mean, it's no
Right.
big deal.
Just say you don't want to do the interview
Right.
and just
He could have
decline.
made up
Flaking
a good
the
lie,
interview.
Yeah.
good excuse. No.
That's not good leadership,
Yeah,
man.
we had another person who wanted to be on the show. Gave him time, all right, to get you on.
Right.
No call, no show. 4 hours. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I was pissed. And then call and say, sorry. No, I mean, this is also a business.
Right.
And I said, no, we can't have you. We can't have you on the show because you didn't even call us and tell us
Right.
what was going
Right.
on. We booked you. We promoted.
That's
You didn't show.
when people do those things. It just shows their level of unprofessionalism
And,
with how they run business.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I like to separate our friendship from business, but this person don't even talk to me no more.
Wow.
Don't even communicate with me at all. So that's not my fault, but you know.
Oh, and let's shout out David and
Stephanie.
Yes.
for being with us on
They
every
riders.
move, every step of the way.
They should call in.
They should.
They should call in so we can talk to them real quick.
You guys know our number?
That's
I
right
don't
there on the
know.
green. 602-492-3417.
David told you to leave Tita alone.
Yeah.
It was me crying. My bad. It was me that was crying. I broke down. I was embarrassed. I don't think I left my room for a whole week.
No, he didn't.
I was like, man.
Hey, man.
I
It
said,
was
Dick
good,
gonna call me a
though.
sucker again. You know what I mean?
Hey, man.
It
Like I
really
said,
was
man.
good.
Well,
To show emotion is bigger than a person who can't show emotion.
Yeah.
And I'm a person who can't show emotion, and I can admit that. You know what I mean? I'm not
You
a
tough
really,
like that, dude.
I'm just not a real emotional person.
you a gangster.
What do you say? You're not. You're a real OG. He's a real OG.
You a real OG.
Yeah.
You a real triple OG. Shout out to Croft, Mr. Croft.
Yeah.
You know,
That dude.
call him manager size guider.
He's gone beyond and above.
Yeah, man. It's been a great year though.
Yeah, awesome
Maybe
year.
Jesus is in here too.
And next year is even better.
Yeah.
We're going straight to the top, man, of,
Man, we got
of
some,
the media landscape out here.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully this all comes down. We could do some more local stuff. Like
Oh, we're gonna
actually-
go. Year
I'm
2
ready to
is gonna
hit
be
some
different.
festivals
Yeah.
when the fall
Yeah.
comes.
Definitely.
We're gonna be going live at festivals. We're gonna be
We're gonna be a
in
lot
these
more with the
streets.
public. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's the mission with year 2 is to be
Yeah.
Some art.
to touch the public a lot more
Yeah.
and throw some microphones in some faces.
Yeah, so you're not gonna just get us on Saturdays. You're gonna get us maybe
You
on
know,
the Tuesdays or Wednesdays. You know, so we're gonna be growing.
Yeah, we're coming, man.
I
We're
mean,
coming.
We're independent. Nobody, we got people that help us out, but we're independent. We don't have nobody big behind us. So
We all
there's
big,
a lot of people that
though.
got a lot of big movements behind
We
us.
all
We're independent,
big, bro. We
but you
all
know,
big.
word. But shout out to everybody that shout out to everybody that does work with us. Support District Radio. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Icon
we appreciate
Radio.
y'all, man. They do a
Yeah.
lot. They do a lot to help
Shout-
us to share.
SDR.
Yeah, SDR.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Icon Radio over there.
Yep.
They play it every Monday morning.
Shout out to iRock.
Yeah, shout out to
saying?
iRock.
Definitely. We wouldn't. We want to shout out also to in the beginning Jeff. Jeff.
Deep Roots, Jeff Moore.
Jeff.
Deep Roots.
Yeah,
Where's
see,
Jeff
like
at?
I said, there's a lot of people that help us grow this thing right here.
Definitely, man.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't be here without him.
Yep.
Most people call themselves self-made. Nah, we not. We have people helping us.
Definitely.
And also shout out to Matt Locks.
Yeah. Shout out to Ashley Hudson too.
And to
yeah, you said Matt Locks?
yeah, Matt Locks.
Yeah.
And I can't even think of his name.
What's his name?
The other person who was on the show
Before Matt Locks?
before. No,
No. Who that?
I ain't even mean Matt.
Man.
Matt, you know Matt who used to host the show with us.
Nate.
Oh.
Matt Boogie.
Yeah.
Boogie.
Shout out to Hugs.
Hugs. There you go.
Okay, Hugs.
Yeah, shout out to
Man.
Hugs.
When you went like this, I'm like, maybe Nate.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I meant
When
Nate.
he
Shout
went
out-
like this, that's
And
what
Nate.
I thought.
I
When he
meant
said
Nate.
Yeah, shout
I
out,
meant-
shout out Nate, definitely.
Nate, that's what I meant. Nate,
You know?
Nate and Matt
Yeah.
Hugs.
Hey,
We appreciate them
Yeah,
and what
Ashley-
they did and what
Ashley
they brought to
Hudson,
the show.
if you're still watching, call in real quick. 602-492-3417. Call in real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out, man. There's been a lot of hands, man.
Yeah,
A
man.
lot of hands dipped in growth.
You never said your. Oh, you did say Jello was your favorite.
Jill's one of my favorites.
I liked there was two. There was Blaze and Amanda.
That's your two favorites?
Yeah, cause
I really don't have
I
favorites.
don't
I
do
just got like
coffee in
favorite
the
moments.
morning. I had 2 cups.
Really?
The craziest,
cornbread,
the craziest moment was when Tone and
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh man,
as a
that
host.
was
Crazy.
We weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
I moved. I'm like, sit right here.
Molly and Tom.
Oh my goodness, that was
That was a funny interview.
We
That
thought
was
somebody was gonna
insane.
get the fighting in the studio.
Yeah.
what was they had the situation going on with the
Oh,
with the
Freeze.
host.
Yep.
Yeah, and Freeze
Freeze.
comes
Man.
Freeze.
Freeze come
I
on
thought
too
Freeze-
turned up.
I thought Freeze was gonna kill Tom.
Man, the tables was shaking in here.
Freeze was like,
He was already in character before he even walked in here.
Yeah.
He was like,
He already knew what he was gonna say.
Oh, he was already-
He was
he was-
practicing
yeah.
in the car on his way.
He
He was
wrote
like,
down what he gonna say.
he's all like, all right. He sat down. He's
Oh,
like,
man.
nah. And I'm like, oh.
Shout out to Freeze. Who else? Shout out to man. We had so many guests.
Justice came on.
Radio Super.
Radio Super.
And we've been still.
Yeah,
we
Radio
got,
Super.
We got a little mood that
Justice,
we might do.
definitely.
We're talking to him as well.
He has a lot of
We
dope
shine.
guests, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get like him.
Man, we definitely been having that conversation with him.
Yeah, man. Cause he
Shout
has
out
some
to,
dope ass guests.
Poker Face,
Yeah,
101.1
man.
The Big.
definitely they had
Shout
us
out to
on.
Poker Face.
Yeah.
He's the man, and he's done a lot to help the show,
Yeah.
and brought us on to the show, to the
Yep.
Beat Like a Show also, and so it's a lot of dope things
I said,
that he helped us out
We got
with.
some new moves that we're gonna be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just I can say, stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, man.
We're leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
We're not major yet, but we're leveling up,
Definitely,
and we're gonna get it. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
gonna happen, man.
What you got for year 2? What you gonna do for year 2?
I don't know.
I'm going vegan starting Monday.
Well, I'm going to go vegetarian. I want to say more like plant-based vegetarian.
Don't say plant because it's not even plant based. You drinking milk and eating cheese is not plant based.
Okay, well, I can't. Okay, first of all, I can't go full vegan.
Why?
Because of my milk. Second, 'cause I love honey. I
The word
love
can't.
honey.
Can't.
Well,
I'm working on it. I did buy
Milk, honey,
bought 4
and cheese.
cartons of what's it? Cashew milk, almond milk, goat milk, and something else. So I'm trying.
Goat milk?
Goat
You
milk.
like it?
I've had it before. It's just really thick. I've never bought
It's
it.
still milk from an
I've never
animal,
bought it
though.
from a store. So it's
Have you
different.
tried what you feel about the almond milk? How'd you feel
I
about
haven't tried it yet. It's
No.
still in there.
You scared?
Yeah.
Did you get the silk?
No, we got. I don't know what we got. Some nature brand. Or
Oh,
something.
is the silk? Is that the almond milk also? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got all.
That's
unsweet.
when I would do the unsweetened.
Unsweetened, yeah.
Because the sweetened is it's really sweet and it's weird.
Because a lot of people was like, "Oh, well, you don't even taste it." The thing is, I drink it fresh. Like I don't drink it like I don't mix it with my cereal. Like
You don't eat cereal?
I mean,
She
I
just
do
drinks
cereal.
milk.
I
That's
just like.
so weird, man.
I just how I
He drinks milk by the cup.
Yeah.
I drink the milk
So,
like yeah.
I've never done. I've
She'll
only.
turn the whole
I ain't gonna lie to you.
gallon
up. Yeah.
I've only thought that white people did that on TV. I never really thought people
You
did
never
that
met
in
Tita,
real
huh?
life. I've never met anyone in real life
There's a lot of
that a
things.
meal drinks a glass of milk. Like,
This one right here, man.
nah,
Christy
I've never
does
seen
it.
that.
There's a lot of things
Christy
there
drinks
that you'll
just
be
a glass of
sharing.
milk.
Drinks
by
it, right,
itself.
but she doesn't drink it with dinner. Like you used to
crazy.
see it like in movies where people
I
would
drink
have
it all
dinner.
day.
They used to do that shit.
Yeah.
Morning, lunch, break,
shit's weird.
snack.
But I got some.
Yeah, right.
And you know what's funny?
I'll drink chocolate milk.
I wasn't a chocolate milk fan till I was moving towards Arizona because I used to do EMT. So I had a paramedic that he's like, "Oh, do you want some chocolate milk?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "No, this is Shamrock milk from Arizona." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, well, California's not good. But I got hooked. Shamrock milk is the bomb.
I'm
No,
sorry,
but,
I cannot do it. I just cannot drink milk
Just in general.
in general. I cannot do it. I eat a bowl of cereal and the milk is poured out.
Oh yeah, we went through that. Yeah.
You don't even eat
That's
cereal,
so funny.
so
Daniel loves cereal milk,
But
regardless
Yeah.
of what kind of milk it is.
well,
I did
you know,
have a bowl of cereal the other day. Stole some of Christy's cereal. Some
Really?
Crunch berries.
some cranberries point.
let's put that bleeding all in the top of your mouth, cut you all
I
up.
did
Man.
I bought some. I bought some because we can't have milk if you're on that vegan. So I bought some almond milk,
We're all
some
prepared
rice
at home.
milk,
Rice, okay.
and I bought some. What's the other one?
Is the goat milk the
No,
rice
not goat
milk?
milk. I didn't buy no goat milk. You
We thought
tripping.
that you got the goat milk.
Oat milk, oat.
No, it was oat milk, almond milk, rice
Soy.
milk. I don't know. It was another type of milk.
I think it was
I'll do a
goat
video
milk.
on it just to let y'all know. Oh, we got a call from Texas.
Who is that, David?
You're live on the DanYo&Tita podcast.
What's good? How you doing? It's your buddy Davey Dave.
What's going on?
I
The number
told
one
you.
fans in the building.
Kevin's
Number
on
one
the
fan.
way.
What it do?
Good, good. We
What it
celebrating.
do, Jim Shoe? What it do, Jim Shoe?
What's going on? You celebrating with us?
Yeah, I'm definitely celebrating with y'all. First and foremost, I gotta say, congratulations on y'all 1 year. Y'all doing it big out there in Phoenix.
Thanks, man.
Man,
We
thank you. We
bro.
appreciate you.
Thank
It's because of you.
Yeah, man. 'Cause
Man.
you-
Oh, for sure, y'all. That's what's up. That's fact.
We love your guys' comments. I swear, like, I read them on the show, after the show. I'm like, oh, they commented. And I get excited.
we have his.
Oh man,
we have your partner coming on with next week.
On the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 13th.
June
The
13th.
Yeah, the 13th.
Oh,
yeah. Who's coming on?
Lamont.
Yeah, he coming next week.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, that's what's up, dude.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait till you get on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got a phone
I
interview.
can't wait.
We're gonna interview him over the phone, man.
You better call us. You better call and
Oh.
say what's up to them or something.
Oh,
Can we
I'm
do
sure. I'm
two
sure.
calls?
I'm sure to call out to my dog and let him know. 'Cause, yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait till you get on the show. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. I gotta say, y'all gonna love Lamont. Y'all gonna love him.
Oh,
Y'all
most
gonna love
definitely.
my dog.
Yes, most definitely. Can't wait to talk to him.
Then we
Definitely.
also have Tamika, Archie, and Knight, and Stormy Knight as well. They'll be coming on June 13th.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, that's locked in.
Okay,
all your
right
people,
on.
All your people's
I
is
can't wait.
locked in.
Yeah, man. We made sure we took
Yep.
we took your advice on the good people and got them in here. So we got to take care of our number one fan.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, thanks, y'all. I gotta say, I appreciate that. 'Cause, anything I hear out here, I sure let y'all know and run it by them too, so they know as well. So
Most definitely.
it's good to have, and it's good to network like that. You know, just to let them know what's going on. Because I've been catching up with a lot there's a lot of cats, that's out here doing their thing as far as the R&B and rapping scene out here. Anything that catches my attention, I'm like, yeah, let me run it across them so I can run it across y'all. And then next thing you know, woo off the bam, rest is history.
Right, man. So is that what you do?
Say, actually, I just got a regular 9-to-5 job. I'm actually still laid off from my job right now.
I'm still
at that unemployment at the unemployment line too.
Right.
So,
is it because of the COVID situation? What's going on with the virus?
Yeah, still going on. They got a couple of little restaurants open up and stuff. A couple of bars, a couple of spots to open up in our neighborhoods, and everybody still not ready to go back to work as usual. Right. And it's still gonna be there for a while. So we supposed to hear from my job. We supposed to hear something back from them probably a week or two from now. So it all depends. It all depends on how it's gonna play out. But I gotta say, everybody, some people ain't still wearing no masks out here, y'all.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Same thing over here.
They living in denial, man. They living in denial.
Yeah.
So I hope your job comes back, man, bro. Do you have any kids, a family, anything?
Oh yeah, well, I do. It's me, my wife, and then my two kids. So I was like, man, how they say, we got to eat our hurt.
Right.
So, definitely do. So I definitely got to keep staying on unemployment. Getting their money. And then Trump. Did y'all ever see this though? Trump put his name on the stimulus the stimulus check.
He wanted his name on the check.
He
held it up for a little bit just because he wanted to get his name on it. It's so petty.
Yeah.
Like, who thinks the money is coming from him? Like,
he probably
that's what he
on Twitter too.
He wants people to think, oh, this came out of my pocket.
No, this is not
right,
this
already.
is our tax dollars, dumbass.
Well, my stuff bounced. I told my wife, I said, if my stuff bounced, I said, I'm coming after him in the White House.
Right.
I said, I'm gonna have to probably put out a boxing match or something, because I don't want to say nothing, and then next thing you know, somebody be like, oh, David said this. Oh, you got to probably put him in jail. So I probably could duke it out. I could probably duke his old butt out in the boxing ring. So.
Right.
So I'm gonna ask you one more question, man. I see you talking about the protests and everything in Dallas. Did it get really crazy out there last night, or how bad did it get in the protests in Dallas?
Man, y'all, it got bad. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Mm-hmm. It got bad last night. I mean, people busting windows out, setting bonfires, setting stuff on fire. You name it, they was doing it, and then they was having and then some of them they was just marching along the expressway, and next thing you know, I was driving, and when I was driving, I said, "What the heck?"
Yeah.
They all in the express, in the expressway marching. So I had to slow down and blocking the highway.
Wow.
You stay safe out there.
Yeah, I sure will, but they was just blocking it, and I had to drive. I had to put on the brakes real quick.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I didn't know what they was doing. Wow. So somebody told me they protesting that George Floyd case, and I'm like, that's still going on.
Yeah,
so
man.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, man. And then they left a lot of damage.
They didn't damage your car or anything, right?
Oh no, they didn't. Ooh, thank God he didn't. Tita.
Yeah.
Thank God they did.
Yeah. Man, I thank you for calling, boss. Thank you for supporting us and everything.
Okay, then one more thing. I do want to sound off on that George Floyd thing. My condolences to his family. We are all in America thinking about him, y'all.
Definitely.
And and the thing about it is that some of the damage were the majority of what the judicial system didn't they gave them a wrong answer. They gave the family the wrong answer, so that's what made everybody snap out.
Yeah.
And did what they did, across America. But all I gotta say is that this ain't gonna be swept under the rug, and we ain't gonna forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely, yes, sir.
Well, we appreciate your opinion.
Thank you for calling, boss, man.
Appreciate you.
In,
man. We'll hear from you soon.
Oh, anytime, y'all.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
All right, guys. All right, you too, y'all.
You
Thank
too.
y'all.
Bye-bye.
All right.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's for DJ Private.
Uh-oh, how's it going? What's going on? DJ Private.
Happy 1 year. Happy 1 year and GTV in the building.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, man.
Thank you. We over here celebrating.
Man.
You know. Thank you for calling too, boss. We appreciate you. I can't believe you called.
Oh man, come on, man! What I did was I had to switch phones because I was watching on my main phone.
All right.
So I switched over to my other phone so I can call y'all and watch at the same time.
No. I appreciate it, boss man.
Appreciate
Tell maybe you have a show on SDR Support This Radio. Tell them about your show.
Yes, sir. It's called The Soul Show. It's on every Sunday from 12 to 2. We talk about everything and anything, man. Anybody in the community doing stuff, any artist. We don't care who you are, how big you are. It could be you can be selling stuff out your trunk, man. We don't care. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
It's like we're here to help out. We're here to help out each other, and that's
Most
all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely watch your show on Sunday.
It don't, yeah.
I love the vibe. I got horns too.
Oh, see that's the thing, man. Because when it first was presented, they wanted me to DJ. I'm like, I love the DJing and stuff like that, but I kind of want to do a little different spin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I want to bring on DJs. You know what I mean, to
Right.
show their talents and stuff like that. And so it was just different. Like I said, I don't want the focus to be on me. Like I tell the other members of the show, it's not the DJ Private show.
Right.
It's not the Tyrone Big Baby Rice show. It's not it is the Soul Show.
Right.
The heart of the state. That's what we are, man. We're the soul of the state.
Right.
We want everybody to come out and feel free. I don't care if you, like I said, whatever, man. You can be religion. I don't care. I don't really talk about religion on there, politics.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you want to go there, that's on you. I mean, I don't care if you're Muslim. I don't care if you're atheist.
Right.
I don't care what you are. To be honest with you.
Right.
It's like I want people's voices to be heard.
Definitely.
I don't want to be like them stations where they, like most stations, man, they give you that little, what do you call a little bit for you to have questions to answer and stuff like that.
Right.
That script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I don't believe in that.
Nah, it's the same thing with us. We just go in. We don't discuss what we're going. How we're gonna go in.
No.
Yeah.
Just whatever comes to your mind.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a great conversation.
Yeah, like I said, and everybody agree on everything. And that's cool. I mean, I like both sides of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all show, man. I got a bomb show.
Yeah,
I mean,
I appreciate you support. You support all the time.
Man.
I see you.
man.
I appreciate
Like
you.
I said, at SDR, I'm that ninja. You know what I'm saying? I come in, do what I got to do, and get out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Much respect, man.
Man, I appreciate you, boss.
Man.
Thank you for supporting us, and
And even when we play the game, he was on there supporting.
Yeah,
Oh,
us.
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
DJ probably likes the game.
Oh man, heck yeah, I love that. Now, literally, like I said, after not even a couple of weeks after my kidney transplant, I was right back in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know you put in that work. You soldiering.
That's soldiering.
We gotta get you on here sometime.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing, man. Because people, like I said, it's time for the talking to stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you ain't action, we don't need you.
That's real, man.
Facts.
I mean, that's a straight real. They taught you back in the day. It's like you can say it, but words are just things in a book, man.
That's
Yeah.
real.
That's all they are.
That's
All
right.
words are just things in a book.
Yeah.
You can have the most knowledge in the world, but if you don't get out your house and do something,
Mm-hmm.
you just like a book, man, sitting on the shelf doing nothing, gaining dust.
That's real,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it is.
That's real. That's
know what I mean?
knowledge.
You're speaking it.
Oh.
Yeah. Teaching.
I'm just saying, you got to put them words to use in life. I mean, I'm hardly ever home doing nothing.
Yes, sir. We're gonna level it up over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, man.
And SDR too, so I know they're gonna do some things, so we're gonna be a part of moving it, and we're gonna make some
Big
moves.
shout out to Queen Boss Amanda, man.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
shout out to Queen Boss Amanda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Putting in work like
She press and-
always.
She press and go.
Always.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you for calling, boss man.
I appreciate you, man. Seriously, man.
Have
Yes,
a good
sir.
one.
Take
All right,
care.
y'all stay up.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
That was dope. That was a chunk.
Yeah, man. DJ Private.
That's a legend right there.
Legendary DJ.
Man, I thank y'all. Like I said, I don't drink. I just wanted to celebrate with everybody. And
I done damn to drink this whole thing, man.
Yeah.
I'm be drunk, man.
see, you can tell I don't even drink. I said I was gonna drink the whole thing. I didn't even do no
You ain't
damage.
did. You a rookie, man.
I don't drink.
I was waiting for
I
First, he's not an OG.
I'm not OG.
Now he a rookie.
I don't drink. It's a year anniversary, so I wanted to sip something. You didn't even pop.
You definitely sipped.
Where did it go?
You sip on like.
Who's this?
Maybe somebody calling.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast. You live.
What up? This DJ Ashley Hudson.
What's going on?
Rapping.
What up? Congrats on y'all 1 year.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. I'm over here. I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking a little bit, but I don't drink, so I just want to take a little sip just to celebrate.
Man, I was like, y'all on that early though.
Yeah.
It's early for that.
Yeah, we got to
How y'all
celebrate.
doing,
5 o'clock
though?
somewhere.
It's happy hour somewhere,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to celebrate the 1 year. You know what I'm saying, that we put in. You know.
Man.
We trying to get like y'all, That's good. That's a celebration right there.
Most definitely. Tell us about. I know you got a show too.
Yeah,
so
man.
You killing the game.
Always.
Man, we trying to. The Certified Savage show.
Yeah.
Me and my host KJ. I'm more about the music. She's a host. She's more about we try to get everybody in there from anywhere, from artists to anybody doing anything in the community.
Right.
We haven't been doing a lot of interviews yet because we're trying to get all of our the audio, the visual, all that stuff down to a T. So when people come in, everything professional, and we got it done. But right now, I'm about the artist. So I'm trying to get all the good music in. I'm trying to get all the good music I can. Promote. I stay promoting people.
Yeah.
Like I like sharing music. Like I'm just a music person right now. So
y'all my Thursday night soundtrack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
we about to start having a Spotify list. So every month I'm gonna come out with a new Spotify list of different artists that we play throughout the show. So there's gonna be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I know people gonna fuck with it because we only got the hot music.
Yeah, y'all put in that quality music too. That's good.
What's some of the artists that you're looking at right now or listening to right now?
One person, of course, I gotta say, Dirty Laundry. A lot of people may not know him, but he's a different type of artist. He does use a little auto tune, but his auto tune is so quality. Like I love it. Like I don't really like a lot of people to use auto tune because I feel like they do it too much.
Right.
But it works for him. So Dirty Laundry, Cream, of course. I always got to say Cream, J-Rob Cream.
Always.
Corey S.
Corey's killing it
J-Rob
right
the Chief. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Oh, Corey, just wait till that album drop. When his album drop, it's going to be A1. I can't wait. Like, when his album drop, it's about to be a whole go. So
it is. I know.
I can't wait.
Yep.
And then J-Rob the Chief. That's probably my favorite artist in Arizona right now.
Yeah, he has a great album out right now, too.
Yeah, man. He's dropping a lot of visuals, too. That's dope.
Yeah.
Definitely, I love it. I love it all. Arizona's doing it big, and people don't even know.
Yeah, y'all know me. Me and Ash got history back when I was on Lyricist Lounge.
Oh no!
Ash, Miss Ash was punking me.
She punked you,
She
huh?
said, "Your nigga."
Y'all are trying to go all with me. Y'all started it. Y'all always started it. Y'all started it with me.
She just punked you for all the time.
I know. Hey, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is.
I don't want to get beat up.
Man, I've been trying to hold my own, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta hold my own. I'm like, y'all be trying to punk me, shit, fuck that. No,
we was clowning them around. We was clowning. But we gotta get you on the show sometime too.
Yeah, we gotta get you on.
Yeah, just let me know. I'm ready whenever.
Most definitely.
Sure.
We're gonna book that. We're gonna book that.
Get you on. That'd be dope.
For sure.
Yo, I appreciate you calling. You know.
No problem.
I wish you the best.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I wish you the most best success. You know, and stay winning. Stay winning.
Definitely.
Yes.
Y'all too. I hope y'all go another year, 5 years, 10 years. Keep that shit booming.
Most definitely.
Thanks for calling.
Appreciate
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Later.
That's dope. Show love.
That's always dope.
Yeah. Even though I didn't drink, I want to toast one more time with y'all. Even though I didn't drink nothing.
We're going to do one toast, and she got toasting with, what's that?
Hold on, no. Tita got the plastic cup.
I was drinking water.
Where your drink go?
What's that, seltzer water?
Come on, give me your plastic cup, Tita.
It was alkaline.
All right, man.
Boom.
Clean. All
right, y'all. Thank y'all for supporting for 1 year.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We probably got on another show. We're gonna celebrate again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do it big.
Who got a knife? Cause this cake has been, I can smell it.
Just don't cut my name out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking my name
Why we
out
the only
first.
people that do say some shit like that?
We really
I want
are.
my name.
What's the names on there?
It says DanYo&Tita on top. Aisha.
On what?
Dibley.
Tita on top. Where does it say that at?
What does it say that?
He is nasty.
You a
It
trip.
says DanYo&Tita on top. She added some extra words.
I know, right? DanYo&Tita.
DanYo&Tita, Aisha, Dibbling, Croft, and DTP.
Okay.
No.
Croft's name ain't spelled like that.
CRO.
Why
Why
is
she
it?
put a Y on there?
Why is there a?
Why she put?
Croft, they spelled your name wrong. Hey, it's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
No,
We out.
Holla, holla.